This is Jeopardy! Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy B here with you once again for another edition of America's favorite answer and question show, that is Jeopardy, right here at MBD Productions. Glad you could join me here once again. As you can see, again, the webcam's still on and working, so again, we're trying to add this into every series so you can see me and watch the really confused and strange looks I give you as I'm playing with this game of Jeopardy. Now, last time here on the show, I told you about the reset had happened because of my computer shutting down, and I'd only gotten to play Jeopardy like once since my original computer crash, and I went all or nothing to go for the final Jeopardy question last time, and well, as you can see from the score above me, didn't do so well. But I'm going to try to do better this time around and actually try to earn ourselves some money in this round of Jeopardy. So I'm playing against Margie and the two ladies here for this one. So if I'm ready, play along with me and let me know what your score is in the comment section below. And I'm actually recording this episode of Jeopardy right before the week of them doing the Greatest of All Time tournament. And I'm actually looking forward to watching that, because I never appreciated Jeopardy as a kid. But as I've gotten older, I realize how iconic this show is, and what this show went through from the quiz show scandals of the 50s and 60s to still be on the air with a legendary host. So for that, I say thank you to all the folks who've ever been a part of Jeopardy, and a special message to Mr. Trebek. Thank you for being such a great example of a wonderful game show host, and keep fighting that fight. We're here with you and give you our full support. So keep fighting. We'll fight alongside you. With that all said out of the way, let's get into it and let's play today's game of Jeopardy. Here we go. Of course, we start off with the Jeopardy round, one daily double this round. And let's take a look at the categories. We have nonfiction, decent start. Kid stuff, I approve. Last action hero, okay. Grammy-winning comedy albums, maybe. Musical matters. And finally, Caesars. I'm assuming that's not Caesars as in Caesars Entertainment or Caesar Salad. I don't know, but it's just Caesars. A category I'm probably not going to do well with. So let's go ahead and get that one out of the way now. Starting with the crappy stuff, Caesars for 200. His first name was actually Gaius, and he was 1/3 of the first Triumvirate. See, I'd love to be the new host of Jeopardy. Problem is, I can't pronounce words when they give me stuff like that. It bothers me. And of course, the Caesar in question was Julius Caesar. And ends on the board first for 200. She selects. Kid stuff for 800. It's not a quest for a hyena or a vulture, but for a series of designated objects. What is a scavenger hunt? There we go. I'm on the board with 800. Let's try Caesars for 4. Octavius, later known as Augustus, was the first Caesar to be an imperator of this. What is emperor? Alright. The boy still remembers a little bit of the stuff, just maybe not as much as I'd like to. Let's go Caesars for 6. After Tiberius left Rome under the power of the prefect of this group, he realized he'd made a big mistake. Well, I would make a big mistake too, considering what happened to him. Was the Praetorian Guard. Yeah, fun times. Let's continue for 8. Encarta says he was a clement ruler for the first 6 months, then became a tyrant and may have been insane. Well, tell that to any other world leader on the planet nowadays. Margie got it wrong and is the first one in the red this year. Personally, I don't know this one as much, so I'm leaving this one alone. Let's see. Anybody? Response to Caligula. Caligula, I believe is the pronunciation. And let's finish these for 1,000. Off hiding in the palace when made ruler, this meat guy let his wife Messalina run things for a while. Who was Claudius? All right. Well, now we're done with the hard stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff that I actually have a chance at. Let's see. We already started kid stuff, so let's go there for 200. She's the person you have to ask, may I, before carrying out an action. Who is mother? And we're going on the way. Got 1,400. Let's go kid stuff for 4. Military term for a living room structure with sofa cushion walls. What is a fort? So, sofa cushion walls. Wait, I know. I get the reference, so we're there. All right, kid stuff for 6. It's where you should play Marco Polo. What is a swimming pool? All right, I think I've gotten all 4 of these, so this is for a sweep if I get it. $1,000. Kid stuff. A strong leg and an empty container are elements in this game. What is kick the can? Yes. The good feels, folks. The good feels. I like it. Swept that one up to 3,400 in the lead. Let's go on with nonfiction for 200. In 1997, jokes sent into her TV talk show were collected in The Kids Are Punny. Who is Rosie O'Donnell? Yeah. One of the big talk show hosts in the late 90s. I personally was a fan of the Wayne Brady show the early 2000s. I wish he'd go back to doing it, but dude's a busy man now. Wayne, shout out. I'd love to get a chance to meet you. Hi. Love to sit down, talk with you, interview, whatever. I would gladly post it on the YouTube channel, and I'd love to get to meet my idol. But anyway, going on here. Nonfiction for 4. In September 2001, 2 books of his prophecies were Amazon.com's top-selling paperback nonfiction books. Is that say? Nope, Nostradamus. Margie's halfway to getting out of the hole. Not quite there yet. She goes on for musical miles for 1,000. All right. James Blake, who wrote the song "I'm Just Wild About Harry," was better known by this nickname. Is Yubi. Okay. Wasn't as familiar with that one. And she finds the Daily Double under Grammy-winning comedy albums. All right, she bids $477. All right, I guess it gives us the year and the album. We have to get the comedian who dropped it. 2000, Brain Droppings. I want to say that's got to be Gallagher. It's either Gallagher or George Carlin. Yep, that's George Carlin. Now that I sat and think about it, because I knew it wasn't Chappelle or Chris Rock. Not in 2000. Anyway, back to nonfiction for 800. When you look like your passport photo, it's time to go home. At least according to the 1991 bestseller by this humorist. Margie says something that puts her $723 in the hole. I never understood the computer's methodology of betting these odd amounts when she bid $477 on that Daily Double. Why not just bid $500 or $450? Something simple. But no, they insist on doing weird amounts. I.e., look at Watson's Daily Double bids. Anyway, last action hero for 1,000. After years in a French prison, this character escapes to seek revenge in The Count of Monte Cristo. Edmond Dantes. I was trying to remember the story, but I couldn't right offhand. Grammy-winning comedy albums for 800. 1996, his Rush Limbaugh is a big fat idiot. Oh, what's his name? I think it's Bill Maher. Nope, Al Franken. I knew it was one of the political guys, but I picked the wrong one. All right, musical matters for 800. This 19th century Polish composer, born in Zawala, basically wrote for one instrument. It's Frédéric Chopin. It's not Chopin, it's Chopin. I at least know that much. Give me enough credit for that one. Last action hero for 8. The subject of an epic poem of Spain dating from the mid-12th century, this hero died in 1099. El Cid. Sounds like a perfect name for a wrestler nowadays. Anyway, Anne goes with musical matters for 6. It sounds like a small trench around a castle, but it's the major type of late medieval composition. What is a motet? I remember studying that a little bit when I was taking chorus in high school, so I was like, it's motet, I think, something like that. Let's go back to nonfiction so I can get rid of this category for 600. Ruth Benedict's The Chrysanthemum and the Sword is a classic study of this country's culture. Chrysanthemums, I'm leaning toward England. Nope, Japan. Again, some of these I'm very glad that I don't guess at them because I would be horribly, horribly wrong. Anyway, comedy winning albums for 400. 1988, His Good Morning Vietnam. Oh, please. If I miss this one, I should be wrong. Who is Robin Williams? Great movie. If you've never seen it, watch it. One of Robin Williams' finest works. Nonfiction for 1,000. David Herbert Donald won a 1988 Pulitzer Prize for Look Homeward, A Life of This Author. Not familiar with that one. Margie gets it with Thomas Wolfe, and she's out of the hole. Bravo. Anyway, she's up to 277 whole dollars. So we go to Last Action Hero for 400. The hero of The Big Kill and My Gun is Quick is Mickey Spillane, tough guy. Is it my camera? It was. Ann's doubled up 2,000. All right, now we should get into the stuff that I should know here, hopefully. Last Action Hero for 6. This son of Gargamel was a medieval hero all well before Rabelais wrote about him. Who was Gargantua? All right. And select again. Grammy Comedy Albums for 600. 1980, Their 2,000-Year-Old Man and the Year 2000. There's Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner. All right. Good guess. I'd have been totally wrong. All right, Margie selects again. Musical Matters for 200. At age 14, Wynton Marsalis performed Haydn's Concerto for this instrument. What is violin? No. I think that's like one of the first missteps I've had. It's either violin. My next guess would have been piano. And looks like it's going to be time. Nope, Margie in just before the clock goes off. Oh, trumpet. The trumpet. Anyway, 1077 there for her. Musical Matters for 4. The Dixie Chicks' first CD had this title, Thank Heavens for This TV Cowgirl. Who is Calamity Jane? No, wait. Who is Annie Oakley? See, I second guessed myself at the last second. I should not do that. I'm pretty sure it was Calamity Jane. But again, I don't listen to country music regularly, so I don't feel so bad about that. But I took a guess because it's only 400. Dale Evans, really? Okay, way off base on that one. Anyway, I'm going to bring the camera a little closer here. Last Action Hero for 200. The first major work of English literature is about this brave hero who took on Grendel and his mom. No idea. Was it Beowulf? I'm willing to try for 200. I ain't mad if I lose it. Who's Beowulf? Yes. Reminds me of the movie. Never saw it. And finally, to finish off the round one board for 200 Grammy-winning comedy albums, 1984 is Eat It. Oh, I know this one. Who is Weird Al Yankovic? Eat it! Eat it! Get yourself an egg and beat it! Have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried. Just eat it. Just eat it. Anyway, Now that I've had my musical moment of the day, I'm in the lead at the end of the Jeopardy round with 4,400 and with 2,400. And Margie with 877. She will be selecting first in Double Jeopardy. Let's get to it. 2 daily doubles on the board for this one. So take a quick sip of water and we look at the categories. We start with clowning around, march in like a lion, state the college, the body human, in a strange land, and finally, oh yes. Okay. An interesting batch of subjects this time around. Let's see where it happens. Margie goes with clowning around for 1,200. This military clones Ripley to produce a bioweapon in this 1997 film. What is alien resurrection? Fair enough. I realize it's not clowning around, it's cloning around. I totally missed that one. I'm pretty sure you've already told me about it in the comments section. Anyway, construction worker Michael Keegan clones himself to get more done in this 1996 comedy. What is multiplicity? Yep. Remember that one. See, I'm getting behind just talking and rambling here. I need to actually focus on the game. Oh yes, for 800. From the French for high wood, it's the noisemaker you might hear in an orchestra. What is an oboe? Yes. I was like, it's a high wood, like, yeah, oboe. All right, cloning around 400. The cloning of a dinosaur DNA propels this 1993 movie blockbuster. What is Jurassic Park? Again, if I missed that one, I would just need to hang up my trivia hat at that point. Cloning around for 800. Born in Austria, he starred in The Sixth Day, a 2000 film which clones attempt to take over the world. That's got to be Arnold. It is Arnold, the former governor. Get to the clones. Get them out now. Anyway, Margie goes again. Oh yes, for 1,200. A stone pillar, usually monolithic, and having a pyramidal apex. What is an obelisk? Yes, of course, O in quotation marks, meaning every correct response in this one starts with the letter O. Let's finish cloning around for 1,600 first, though. Harrison Ford hunts down and kills clones called replicants in this 1982 sci-fi classic. That was 2 years before I was even born, so I probably haven't seen it. Blade Runner. Ah, that's the original Blade Runner. Again, that's why I didn't know the premise of it. Never even saw the recent one that came out either. I know, I'm horrible at not watching movies till like very later on. Like, I actually have a friend of mine just let me borrow the remake of the very first Jumanji that just came out a couple of years ago. So it's like, yeah, playing catch up this year. Movies. At least that's one of my resolution lies. Anyway, let's go to Oh Yes for 400. A mythological hunter killed by Artemis. Who is Odysseus? Wrong one. It had to have been maybe Orion then. Let's see, Margie or Anne? Nope, it was Orion. Picked the wrong one. Let's continue on. Oh yes, 1,600. In James Merrill's poem, The Changing Light at Sandover, this assists in dialogues with spirits. What is a Ouija board? That's got to be it. Yep. Yeah, I was late. I was late on hitting the button that time. That's on me. State the college for 1,200. Claremont, Panama, Whittier. And yes, it gives us 3 random colleges. We have to name what state they're all in. Those 3 are in California. Never heard of any of them, so couldn't tell you. State the college for 2,000. Gutenberg, Northwest Christian, and Lewis and Clark. My thought is leading to North Dakota or Wyoming or somewhere down the western. But no, that's Oregon. Far west coast. All right. I don't feel bad about missing that one then. The body human for 1600. It's no laughing matter. This jelly-like substance occupies about 80% of the eyeball. What is the ocular humor? Nope, and I fall back into second place for the first time this matchup. Wait, laughing matter. Brandon, why do you not pay attention to the clues, you dummy? At least Margie missed it. I regained the lead. Now I'm hoping Ann doesn't buzz in. I get to at least reclaim myself. But this game just got a lot closer because I missed this one. Correct response was the vitreous humor. Duh. Anyway, Margie gets it back, and we go, oh yes, for 2000. To swing back and forth with a steady, uninterrupted rhythm. What is oscillate? Like a fan. So there you go. I got my money back plus a little bit more. So we're done with oh yes. Let's go to state the college and hopefully I get one of these. Let's start with 1600. Emerson, Holy Cross, Amherst. I want to say that might... Nope, I was wrong. I was leaning toward Georgia, but it's Massachusetts. All right, and marching like a lion for 12. On March 8th, 1862, this Confederate ironclad sank the Union's Cumberland. What is the Old Ironsides? No. It's the wrong one. Nope, Margie misses it too. Huh. I am genuinely stumped on this one, folks. And again, I said, I lack in literature, I lack in history. Those are subjects that I'm just not that great in. Again, I need to play more Trivial Pursuit to learn some of this. The Merrimack. Yes, I think a buddy of mine was just talking about that the other day. And there we have the first of our two daily doubles this round, the body human. And going for the lead here. Here's the clue. The name of these veins on the sides of the neck come from the Latin for collarbone. Yes, the jugulars. And with that, Anne takes the lead. Good job for her. And we'll go to State the College for 800. Skidmore, Bernard, Sarah Lawrence. No idea. New York. I'd have been right. Go figure. Some of these I'm just going to have to guess on at this point. All right, and goes in a strange land for 1600. In ancient times, this Mediterranean isle was called Malta. I got nothing. It's Malta. Okay, the island of Malta. All right. I heard of that one. I've just never heard of the original name. And selects again with Marching Like a Lion for 8. Ali Razama, this country's premier, was killed by a religious fanatic at Tehran Mosque March 7th, 1951. And says Iran, and that's the correct answer. Throat's dry from all the reading. She's in the lead. Body human for 2000. This organ produces insulin and glucagon, two hormones that regulate the body's sugar balance. Thank you, Weird Al, for teaching me this. What is the pancreas? Don't you know you gotta flow, 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 pancreatic juice, flow, flow, into the duodenum, won't you? I say, if you've never heard the song, go look it up. It's called Pancreas by Weird Al, or I Love My Pancreas. Anyway, funny song, you'll actually learn something. Thanks. Anyway, State the College for 4. Maybe I'll get this one. Avalette, Avalon, Kalamazoo. I think I should know this one. What is Michigan? Hey, I got one of them. It's not a complete fail this time around. I'm okay with this. All right. I'm 16-16 behind Ann. Let's go body human for 12. The other daily double. All right. I do not want to try this, but I'll go for 2,000. For an even $10,000 in the lead, here's my clue. A punch to this network of nerves in the back of the stomach can knock a man out. On the back of the stomach, that one would have to be, what is the solar plexus? Yes! Got it. All right, even 10,000. I have the lead again. Let's go with the body human for 4. The sublingual patroid and sublingular glands produce this fluid. I'll be behind by $16, so I'm not guessing. But I think it's saliva. She missed it, so I'm going for it anyway. What is saliva? Those are those 2 little things on the bottom of your mouth that are just underneath your tongue that produce the saliva. It makes you drool and whatnot. Okay. 2 categories left, and I'm not good at either one of them. So hopefully this is where my score stays, at least going into Final Jeopardy. Let's go marching like a lion for 4. March 15th, 1770, British troops fired into a crowd in this city, killing 5. I think it was Boston, right? Yep, it was. I think that's what might have instigated some of the Boston Massacre. I don't know. Anyway, march like a lion for 2,000. On March 3rd, 1815, the U.S. declared war on Algiers as part of these wars. 1815, yeah, the Barbary Wars. Not the one I was thinking of. Margie selects again. 1,200. Dr. Janez Dovrsek is the president of this former Yugoslav republic wedged between Croatia and Italy. Told you, I'm horrible at reading some of these. Was it Slovenia? Margie gets it, creeps up the board a little bit more. 4 clues left. Man and strange name for 800. Man-made Lake Nasser straddles the border between Egypt and this large country to its south. Egypt is north of, I think. What is Sudan? Yes. I'm like literally picturing the map of Africa in my head, and I'm like, nah, yeah, I think it's that one. All right, marching like a lion for 1,600. The perfume of victory was sweet as Allied troops captured this German city March 6, 1945. I don't think that was Berlin. Oh, Cologne. Ugh. Pay attention to the clues, Brandon. They're giving you the answer again. Wow, I'm bad at this, folks. I'm rusty. I need to play more Jeopardy regularly again. In Strange Land for 400, Karlov is the second most populous city in this former Soviet Republic of 51 million. Ukraine. Ukraine was what it was. And now the last clue for 2,000. In this landlocked country of southern Africa is called the Kingdom of the Sky by its citizen. Is that the UAR? No, Lesotho. Well, I'm doing better than what I was at the end of the last game. At the end of the double Jeopardy round, Margie's got 4077, Anne's got 10,416. I've got 11,200 in the lead. We'll see if I can hold on to it and maybe win this game as we play for Final Jeopardy. All right, today's Final Jeopardy category is 19th century literary characters. Wow, I have zero faith in myself in this one. So, I know the computer's going to wager something, so I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to bid the 1,200 that I've got. That way, worst case scenario, I'm finishing this game with at least $10,000. So, that's my wager. Here's the clue. This character was inspired by Adam Worth, who masterminded crimes including tunneling into a bank vault. I have no idea. Who's Captain Nemo? No, the correct response, who was Professor James Moriarty? I lost by 1,200, but with my $10,000, it was enough for me to win the game. Hot dang. Okay. Margie got it wrong, dropped her down to 1848, and got it wrong as well. We all missed that one. Dropped her to 95.34, and I pick up a victory. All right. I'm not even mad at that. 10,000, I'll take that for a win. 76% accuracy today, so pretty good. She got 84%, a little bit better than I, but I am not mad at that at all. All right, so I finished the game of Jeopardy here, and I pick up $10,000 to start this second run of games here, and hopefully we'll do better than we did last time. So, and that's going to do it for us on this episode of Jeopardy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like this series and want to see how the first run went down, check out the playlist here on the channel. And if you want to subscribe and see all the other game shows I play here on the channel, along with some friends of mine, past, present, and future, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Production. Help me reach my 1,000 subscriber goal by the end of 2020. In the meantime, between time, until the answers come flying at our face once again where we have to come up with a question, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more of Jeopardy. Till then, so long, everybody.